Anchor, good evening. Tonight, we continue our in-depth look at the peace process of the 1990s, with a special focus on the devastating campaign of suicide bombings carried out by Hamas and the impact these attacks had on both the Israeli and Palestinian societies. As the Oslo Accords were signed in 1993, hope surged across the region. Yet, this hope was soon met with horrific violence. Determined to prevent any reconciliation between Israel and the Palestinian Authority, the Islamist group Hamas launched a systematic campaign of terror, using suicide bombings as their weapon of choice. Between 1993 and 2000, more than 60 suicide attacks were carried out by Palestinian militants, the majority of them orchestrated by Hamas. The primary targets were buses, city markets, restaurants, and other crowded public spaces. The aim was clear: to inflict maximum civilian casualties, spread fear throughout Israel, and undermine public support for the peace process. Some of the most devastating attacks during this period include April 6, 1994, the Afula bus bombing killed 8 Israelis and wounded 55. October 19, 1994, a Hamas suicide bomber struck Bus 5 in Tel Aviv, killing 22 and injuring over 40. February-March 1996. In a deadly wave, 4 suicide bombings in 9 days killed over 60 people in Jerusalem, Ashkelon, and Tel Aviv, with hundreds wounded. March 4, 1996. The Dizengoff Center bombing in Tel Aviv killed 13 people and injured 125 on the eve of the Jewish holiday of Purim. In total, these attacks claimed the lives of more than 250 Israeli civilians and wounded thousands throughout the 1990s. The psychological impact was enormous. Public buses, once a symbol of daily life, became a source of terror and anxiety. Parents feared for their children. Cities were gripped by uncertainty. The peace movement in Israel, once strong and vocal, struggled to maintain momentum as the bombings intensified. For Palestinians, the bombings also deepened internal divisions. The Palestinian Authority, led by Yasser Arafat, condemned the attacks and faced increasing pressure from Israel and the international community to clamp down on Hamas. This led to periodic crackdowns and violent clashes between rival Palestinian factions, further undermining hopes for unity and self-determination. Hamas, for its part, justified the attacks as a response to Israeli actions and as a means to protect Palestinian rights, but their true goal was to sabotage the Oslo process and to assert their own authority in Palestinian society. The legacy of these attacks is still felt today. The scars, physical, emotional, and political, continue to shape Israeli society, and the divisions within the Palestinian movement remain a significant obstacle to any renewed peace effort. As we reflect on these tragic events, we are reminded that the path to peace is not only threatened by disagreements at the negotiating table, but also by extremists determined to enforce their will through violence. This has been a special report. Stay with us for more coverage and analysis.